So if you are a business analyst who's constantly chasing customers for sign off on the requirements, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Sajana Binil. I'm the founder of Business Analysis Hub, the fastest growing community of business analysts here in India. In this video, we'll explore a technique called the wireframing technique, which can be used by business analysts to gain a quick consensus of the requirements from the stakeholders. So let's get started. One of the most prominent reasons why business stakeholders do not give a sign off on requirements is because they are not able to visualize how the end product will look like. They are not able to understand what data elements will be included on these screens. So instead of writing your requirements in a plain textual format, you can explore this technique called as wireframing technique that can help your business understand how exactly the feature will look like and function. So in today's video, we are going to explore a tool called Balsamic, which is used extensively across the globe by UX UI designers as well as business analysts to create mock-ups of screens before the screens are actually developed. So what are wireframes or mock-ups? Wireframes or mock-ups are nothing but rough sketches of the application screens before the application is actually developed. So before wasting any more time, let's quickly dive in. So this video has been created for absolute beginners who have never worked with wireframes before. So you will see using this tool Balsamic how I will create wireframes in less than 10 minutes. So first and foremost, go to the Balsamic website and click on login, and you can create an account in Balsamic Cloud using your credentials. Okay, that will give you a 30-day free trial access to Balsamic, and you can explore all the different features this particular tool has. So to get started, so in my case, I have already created an account, so I will directly go to my dashboard. So once you've created an account on the Balsamic website, you will reach a dashboard like this. This is your project dashboard where you can create multiple projects. There's an option to add projects to this dashboard, and all your mockups related to that project will be grouped together. So I've already created a project called the food delivery. So in this particular video, we are going to quickly create mockups for a food delivery app. Okay, and you'll see how quick and easy it is. You can just click on the user icon over there and it will open up. If you're a beginner, it's always better to start off with a sample project. That will give you an idea about how the screens typically look like in Balsamic, and you can also reuse some of the components from here. Okay, so look at these sample screens that are part of the sample project. There are also instructions given in the sample project which tell you how to add the UI controls and all of that. Okay. This kind of gives you an idea about how you can develop a layout using Balsamic. That's why I say that it's always better to start off with a sample project if you are a beginner. Now, let me quickly add a new wireframe here. I click on the plus symbol that's on my left. When I click on the plus symbol, it allows me to add a new wireframe. Okay, so I get a blank canvas like this. Now I can go ahead and add the controls that I need. Now, remember, we are developing a food delivery app. So in order to see the controls, there is a Show UI library on the right side icon. I click on that, and here, all the controls that I would like to have in my app is just visible to me. Okay. So using Balsamic, you can do Android mockups, you can do iPhone, you can do desktop apps. Okay, in our case, we will do a Android app. Okay, so click on the Android button and it gives me all the controls that I would like. So first I drag and drop in my canvas the smartphone icon. Once that is in place, the next thing that I need to do is bring in the app bar, drag the app bar and place it over here. This is the additional top menu that we get usually in all the applications. I can change the name of this to, let's say, home. I make it home and I place it here. Okay. Now, in this app bar, I have various options on the right side. If you see, if you see the right side, I can enable and disable these icons that are there in the app bar. No, I can disable the hamburger icon. I can enable it again. If I don't want this down arrow, I can disable that. I can also remove these three dots from the right. So all that customization is there, and also you can add links to these button controls. So after the app bar, what do? I need to put in a small rectangle here, isn't it? So let me go to containers. Containers will give me a rectangle that has to be just placed over here so that I can show some additional icons, isn't it? Let me put this rectangle here. Now, why have I put this a rectangle? This rectangle allows you to put some additional icons that you would like. So on this rectangle, I need to place some icons that can show the quick menu, quick access menu. Okay, I place an icon like this, and I can go and change the icon from the icon library. So on the right-hand side, let me show you this once again. On the right-hand side, there is a menu for the icon. I click on the open icon library. And here comes an entire icon library that shows you a whole bunch of arrows that you can put, as well as different categories of icons. Okay, so all the icons are categorized into various categories. And if you want food and beverage icons, they are a part of this particular category. Okay, so let's put some icons over here from here. I just double click on an icon and here it comes. I can quickly copy paste these icons and change it later. Okay. Now, in my main screen, I need to add some elements, right? That can be used to capture the user's input. So I go back to my Android tab, and here is a search bar. Okay, I click on the search bar, and here I can say search for restaurants or a cuisine. Okay. This is a search bar that will allow users to search. Now, let me place, let me also have some restaurants listed over there. For that, what do I need to do? I need to go to forms, and there will be an image control over here. So in order to show some restaurants that are in the nearby location, I use the image control. I can also put in some text just beside the image. So I bring in some text over here, which gives more information about the restaurant. Let's say we have Pizza Hut here. I can just quickly do a shift, select these controls, and go ahead and paste it below. So instead of dragging them once again into the canvas, this is a quick way in which I can do that. And arranging these controls are so simple and easy. You get these grid lines that show you the exact alignment. Okay, so I can place 2 restaurants here, and then I can have a section called as recommended for you. These might be some restaurants that we have tied up as partners and we are promoting them. So I would like to have a larger display for these restaurants, right? So let's do that. So since they are our partners, we would like to have a larger space where we are displaying their menu items. So If you want some additional text written below the restaurant, you can also drag this block of text, this particular control. If you intend to give more information about that restaurant, you can have this block of text. And you can, all of these is customizable there, guys. You can reduce the size or increase the size of all of this. Okay. Let's say I want to say delicious pizza in just 30 minutes. Great. Same I can do for you this. Okay. Now, if you want to, now if you see our wireframe is more or less ready. If you want to add other sections, you can add it below, no problem. But this is a rough sketch, guys. So this sketch will give your customer more ideas about what can actually go into this app, and you can just revisit it based on his inputs and based on the ideas that your tech team tells you about. If you want to beautify this further, there is also an option. Each of these images, guys, each of these images, there is a, on the left, each of these images, guys, on the right hand side, there is an image property tab, which will show default placeholder. Click on the plus symbol and you can select an image from your image library. See, I just selected the pizza image and I can make it small. I can do a similar thing for the second image. Click on the plus symbol and I select a burger. Again, reduce the size. Third image, quickly. Yes, that looks cool now. So you have, so you see very quickly we have developed a food delivery app. If you suppose want to add a new link called as sign up, do that, add sign up link. And there is a lot of components that you can grab from the previous screens here. The sample project. If you go to this particular screen, you'll see a sign up already there. So you don't need to do a sign up form field. So you don't need to do a sign up page because it's already there. So you just click on this symbol and you can do a shift and selection of all, and you can select all the controls doing a shift. Do a Control C and come back to your wireframe here. Look at this, guys. This is the beauty of it. When you do it with the help of a sample project, a lot of elements, you get it there in self. You don't need to build it from scratch. So I can quickly change the color of this if I intend to do that. Yes, yes, to make it stand out a little. I gave it a blue tone. And let me just align the sign up button. And I can show that when the user clicks on sign up, so under markup, we have something called as arrow. Arrow can be used to show if a So on the right-hand side, there is an arrow which says full screen presentation. You can do a Control-Shift-F to invoke it also. When you click on that, you will see. So if you're giving a walkthrough to your customer about the wireframe that you have just created, you can use these arrows to point at the different elements on the screen, and it helps them understand it better. So rather than having a lot of textual requirements in your project, it is very important to use graphics. When you try to visually communicate to the user how his product is going to look like, that gives him a better confidence and also speeds up your approval process. So Balsamic is used extensively when your product is in the ideation phase and you have no and both you as well as your customer is brainstorming on what best can be included in this particular product. So that's all in this video. I hope this video has helped you understand how Balsamic can be used for wireframing, and you can do these wireframes in Balsamic in less than 10 minutes. So thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.